"You people don't get to touch history." Richard Beckwith III said it loud enough for the whole reading room to hear. Then he tore the page clean out of the ledger. 70 years untouched. 4 seconds to destroy it. Naomi Carter didn't flinch. She set down her pen, folded her hands, and said, "You're going to want that page back." Around her, a dozen patrons froze. Mid-sentence, mid-sip, mid-turn of a page. Nobody in that library knew what Naomi kept in the drawer beneath the circulation desk. Not yet. By the end of the week, Richard Beckwith III would lose his council seat, his family's name, and a deed he thought he already owned. But right now, he was smiling. Why would a woman about to lose her job look that calm? Stay with me. In a few minutes, you'll know exactly what was written on that page and why he should never have touched that book. Let's go back to the beginning. Eastfield Free Library sat on the corner of 3rd and Vine, brick gone soft with age, radiators that clicked before they warmed. Naomi had worked the circulation desk for 6 years. She knew which shelf creaked, which chair caught the morning sun, which kids needed a quiet corner more than a quiet rule. In the reference room, behind glass, sat the Beckwith Ledger, donated 70 years ago by Richard Beckwith I. Nobody had checked it out. Nobody had opened it. A brass plate underneath read, in small letters, "Do not remove." Naomi dusted that case every Tuesday. She never touched the lock. Richard Beckwith III sat on the town council now. He believed the library existed because his family had built it, which meant, in his mind, it still belonged to him. He had friends on the zoning board. He had a developer's offer for the land, $2.3 million, cash, contingent on the library closing by spring. All he needed first was that case opened and its contents gone. He didn't know Naomi had already opened it. He walked in on a Tuesday afternoon, found the case unlocked, the ledger open on Naomi's desk, one page carefully unfolded beneath a magnifying lamp. "Who told you that you could touch that?" he said. Not a question, a verdict. "I'm the librarian," Naomi said. "You're a girl who shelves paperbacks." His voice climbed. Patrons looked up. "This building has my family's name on the cornerstone. You don't get to decide what's in that book." He reached past her, grabbed the open page, and ripped it from the binding. A woman near the periodicals gasped. A boy stopped his pencil mid-word. Nobody moved. Naomi looked at the torn page in his fist. "You're going to want that page back," she said again, quietly. He laughed. "By Friday, you won't work here." But what he didn't know was that Naomi had already photographed every line of that page, in daylight, 3 weeks earlier, and filed a certified copy with the county clerk. Her mentor had told her to. Miss Odessa Freeman had been the first black librarian Eastfield ever hired, 40 years before Naomi. She trained Naomi at this same desk. Before she died, she said only this: "There's a promise buried in that ledger. Someday you'll need to read it. Don't be afraid to open the case." Naomi had waited 3 years to work up the nerve. When she finally did, she found Richard Beckwith I's handwriting, dated the year he donated the building, a covenant, binding the land forever as a free public library, open to all people regardless of race, so long as a library stood on it. Break the covenant, and the land reverted to the town, not to any Beckwith heir. It was the one document standing between Richard III and $2.3 million. He thought destroying it would erase it. Friday came. The council chamber was full. Richard stood to announce the sale, page torn, ledger case empty behind him, on the record. Naomi stood up in the back row. "You'll want to see this," she said, and handed the clerk a certified copy, stamped, dated, notarized. The room read it in silence. Then someone read it aloud. "Free. To all people, regardless of race, or the land reverts to the town." Richard Beckwith III's face went white. Same crowd, same room. The same people who'd watched him tear a page now watched him hear it read back, word for word, off a copy he never knew existed. "That's forged," he said. His voice had gone thin. "Check the clerk's stamp," Naomi said. 3 weeks old. He sat down. Nobody in that room was smiling anymore, except her. The video someone recorded on their phone hit 4 million views in 9 days. Legal filings followed fast. A covenant violation suit, filed by the town attorney, naming Richard Beckwith III personally for attempted destruction of a filed public record. The zoning board rescinded its approval within a week. The developer walked and took the $2.3 million with him. Richard resigned his council seat before the vote to remove him could happen. His own family's law firm dropped him as a client, citing conflict of interest with a foundation that shared his name. Eastfield Free Library stayed open. It always would now, on paper, forever. 5 years later, a plaque went up beside the reference room door, the Odessa Freeman Reading Room, funded by a scholarship for first-generation librarians, seeded by settlement funds Naomi had insisted go to the library, not to her. A girl from the neighborhood got the first scholarship. She shelves paperbacks there on Saturdays now, same desk, same creaking third shelf. If a story like this moved something in you, hit like, subscribe for the next one, and tell me in the comments, what would you have done, standing in that reading room, watching him tear that page? Here's what really gets me. It's not the money, and it's not even the apology he never gave. It's that Naomi waited 3 years to open that case, scared the whole time, and did it anyway. Tell me honestly, is there a door in your own life you've been standing in front of, waiting for permission you're never going to get?